Hey there, this is Dave Navarro from thelaunchcoach.com, having one of my beerside chats with you. Where I share a brew and a little bit of online marketing information with you. Today we're going to talk about how to double your sales without burning yourself out. Now, most of the time I'm teaching people how to do product launches, where they can bring in a lot of money in a short period of time. But right now I'm going to talk about some other things that you're going to want to do on an ongoing basis to keep money flowing in throughout the year. I'm going to talk to you about 3 major strategies you can use today and why each of them can lead to a doubling of sales relatively quickly. So let's dive in. The first thing we're going to talk about is how to make it easier for people to buy what you're selling. Now, this may sound simplistic, but it's really important because people miss this all the time. Given the hectic nature of business on the internet, it's highly likely that it's not a concrete focus of yours either. What I'm talking about here is consciously and purposefully improving the effectiveness of everything related to your sales cycle, because this is where you're going to get a lot of long-term value. For example, let's say you had a sales page that converted 5% of visitors into sales and you wanted to double your sales. Well, you have 2 options. First, you could either double the traffic you're bringing to that page, or you could double the effectiveness of your sales page. Now, the first option seems easier, so a lot of people go that route. But here's the thing, it's not easier at all in the long run. If you stick with the first option, you're locking yourself into a lot of rework, because every time you want to bump up in sales, you're going to have to find a way to give your traffic another boost. This is not the best use of your time. But if you took the second option, if you honed your sales page, if you improved it so you made it easier for the reader to feel good about buying from you, you get to reuse that improvement forever. You don't have to do any rework to get the same result. You don't even have to boost your traffic at all. You're going to get more sales from your existing visitors, and when you do get bumps in traffic, it's just gravy. See, the problem is, most of the time we're looking for the next big thing, when what we really need to be working on is making what we're already doing more effective. Otherwise, all we're doing is running around doing the same job over and over again instead of really building a business that's sustainable. Think about it. If you're selling a product or a service that's truly desirable, whether because someone needs it or they just want it, your sales page isn't going to be there to sucker them in. The purpose of your sales page is to simply sharpen the customer's focus on their needs and wants, and then to make them comfortable coming to you for a solution. So if you set aside a specific amount of time each month to sharpen your saw, so to speak, or even to hire other people to help you to do it, you end up working once to purchase an improvement that you're going to benefit from every single month moving forward. You're going to make more sales because you're learning how to make it easier to get your customers to come to that important buying decision. So here's a solid list of a few areas you can work on if you want to make it easier for your customers to buy from you. First is engaging copywriting. You want to be able to write more interesting headlines, more compelling text, and a strong close. If you've been putting this off, take some time to do it. It makes a huge difference. You can work on making a stronger offer, either making your offer better, just intrinsically, or you can present it more attractively to the customer. Maybe it just needs a little tweak. You could work on credible testimonials, getting more of them, presenting them credibly, relevantly, and having a mix of high-profile testimonials along with regular Joes that the reader can identify with. The fourth thing you can work on is landing page conversion, improving your opt-in, your professional presentation of the page, and just the ease of use. When people come to it, do they know what they're supposed to do? Can they get the information they need quickly in order to figure out if they want to opt in or not? A fifth thing they can do is, if you can focus on, is email list retention. I'm talking about creating useful content, answering customer needs, and presenting your expertise. Another thing you can work on are your calls to action, using effective prompts at the end of your promotions to guide your customers to take specific actions. If you're not doing this on purpose, you really need to. It makes a big difference in your conversion rate. Another thing is the visual optimization of your page itself. And I'm talking about laying out your site in a way that draws attention to what your customers need to see most. Instead of having everything all over the place, you kind of flow them into the pattern you want them to go in. Now, just taking the time to enhance any one of these factors can give you a solid boost in sales. Focusing on doubling the effectiveness of even one single feature in your sales cycle can give you a bottom line difference that you'll be able to see immediately, and in a lot of cases, permanently. So sharpen that saw. Don't let any excuse keep you from it. The second thing we're going to talk about today is how to make it easier for your customers to buy from you repeatedly. First, we talked about how to make it easier for me to buy them in the first place, but now we're going to talk about how to make them want to buy from you again and again and again. Because there's no arguing that making repeat sales from existing customers is just insanely easier than finding new ones. But too many of us don't make this a strong enough focus area, so we're throwing away our time and doing a lot of rework. By not optimizing the opportunities to make repeat sales off the customers you're already getting, you're throwing away a huge revenue stream and dooming yourself to a never-ending focus on rework. You don't want to do rework. It'll burn you out. You don't want to let this happen to you. What you do want to do, though, is you want to take a look at your sales cycle and ask yourself, where am I giving people the opportunity to buy from me repeatedly? Where am I encouraging them to do that? Where am I making it easy for them to see opportunities to make additional purchases? Now, it might be humbling to take a look at how you're doing business and realize that the answer is nowhere. But the question needs asking nonetheless. If you're not giving your customers easy options to add more value to their interactions with your business, you're leaving money on the table. Now, I'm not recommending overwhelming them with offers, one after another, though in some markets it tends to convert well, like internet marketing and the make money online crowd. What I am recommending, though, is that you put yourself in the customer's shoes. You try to get yourself to think how they think and imagine what they're feeling when they want to buy, how they like to buy, and how they like to be sold to. You might discover options like these to help boost your repeat sales. You might think of adding in-purchase upsells, such as those little add this item to your order and save 30% things. You can add an after-purchase upsell, such as an additional offer on your thank you page or a coupon that you just slip in and package into the product that you're delivering if you got a physical product. You can work on generating chained sales. And what I mean by chained is you offer a related product or an advanced level product at a set time after the original purchase. Let's say you send them their 101 course, their opening course in January, and then maybe in February you want to hit them up for an advanced level course. And then maybe in March another advanced level course. You can kind of chain these things. Fourth option is to include special offers with strong calls to action in every email and every communication you send. Now that doesn't mean turn every email or every communication into a pushy sales letter. It just means at the end, mention it. Don't ram it down their throat, but make sure that they know it's there. A fifth option is to just work on educating your customers through regular deliveries of product catalogs. This can be physical or digital. Maybe you just send them a digital holiday catalog with some of your items in it. Loyalty programs, you give your repeat customers special perks, or discount programs where customers can prepay to lock in special rates. And you can maybe sell a bunch of consulting hours or a bunch of products that you're going to be delivering throughout the year and just give them a discount right up front. The idea here is to stop thinking of customers as single purchase entities. Look at them as a community of repeat buyers who simply need the proper care and feeding to become a larger and larger sustainable revenue stream. Because when you do that, you lay the groundwork for the third strategy,